Down! Guys, do you need help with your dog's downstay? Do you want it to work in any environment, whether that be out in public around distractions, or do you want it to work at home when you have visitors? If you do, watch this video, and me and Ovi are going to help you to be able to achieve that. Back up! So the first thing I want to do, guys, I want to use the raised bed and start to lure my dog onto it. And once they're on it, I'll pay them off it. The idea is that we can keep coming back to it and they keep getting paid then. So I want to keep marking it. Yes. Yes. Good boy. So for the next step, I want to start to add some duration into the practice. As you can see, I'm going to keep reinforcing that my dog's making a good choice staying on the raised platform. I'm also going to add a release marker, which is break, down, good. So what I want to start to add in now is the actual desired position that I want. So this could be a sit or a down. But as you can see, I'm also reinforcing the behaviour. And what I want to start to do is I want to start to add a bit of distance in. I don't want to go too far too soon, but the more distance I put in, the more duration I'm putting into the behaviour as well. So as you can see, I'm not going too far, I'm not asking too much. Break, down. So the next step I want to move on to is I want to start to get further away. But if I do that and I come back in and pay the dog, then the next one will be a lot shorter and back in. So if I make it harder by going further out, then the next one will be easier by not going as far. The more distance I put into this behaviour, the more time is spent building up as well for the dog to stay in the desired position. One thing you'll notice is where I keep paying the dog. I keep going back to the dog and putting value in staying in this position until the release marker comes in and it's break, down. So to make this training more realistic, in the real world, if I ask my dog to stay in that position, it's not always going to be straight lines back and forward. We've got a lot of different angles around the dog. So what I'm going to start to do is I'm going to start to use them angles. You see, I'm not going all the way around the back of the dog, but I'm staying there halfway around and I'm paying. Then I might put a straight line in and come back and pay the dog again. I might come out to this side now. I might push out further this way, but you can see where I keep paying the dog back in there. So when we start to get comfortable with that, then I will start to put that we go in behind the dog. But you can see from the dog's reaction, he's just following me around with his eyes. So if I come over to this side, he'll look around this side as well. But what he's not doing is moving away from the desired position that I left him in. So he'll only move away when we put this part in, which is break. One thing that can't happen in the real world, down, is I can't carry that raised platform around with me and just put it down wherever I need my dog to stay. So I need to get my dog used to being able to do that down without the raised platform there. But you can see the more time spent talking now, the more time the dog is staying in that desired position. So I have to keep reinforcing that he's doing a good job. Well done, Ove. Well done. Still, break, down. I keep jumping in and out of putting him back into that down position and breaking him off also. So keep reinforcing it. What I could also start to do is add a bigger reward at the end of this. So yes, good. So one thing I want to make a point of there was when my dog was doing the desired behaviour and I said break and I asked him to do the work after that break. Sometimes in the real world, I might need him to go straight into working for me and not just break off. So that depends on the environment around us. And then another point I want to make is when I give him the release cue at the end, I said yes instead of break because I wanted that to lead towards something really exciting for my dog. So I wanted him to know that the ball was coming so we can play after that. I didn't want him to go off and do his own thing from that break. I wanted him to come straight to me and engage with me instead. So the steps that we've just carried out, over time, we can practice them in more challenging environments with more distractions, so we know that we can keep building progress in that behaviour and we're making it realistic from the dog. If you found this video useful, press that like and hit the subscribe button to see more content like it. Come on, Ove.